Hello there, lads and ladies, and welcome your beautiful and lovely faces back to episode numero 4, I think? Maybe? Might be? Yeah. Last episode, I started working on this thing, and I said I was going to finish it before this episode, but then I gave up. Now, I have to play around with the timings of it and a little bit like that. So, yeah, I don't have this finished today, but I'll finish it eventually. Yeah, but oh well. For today's episode, I don't actually quite know what we'll be doing. Maybe we can, let's see. You know what? We're gonna work a bit on the house this episode as well. Let me just quickly run over and grab some ender bells. Let's see, ender nets, thank you. Whoa, it's weird. All the 3 of the ender stuff in my hotbar changes. Yeah, we might do some work on the potion lab, actually. And maybe even work a little bit more in this outside area. Because it's quite butchered looking. Maybe even on this wall. But well, I'm gonna see what I come up with, and then I'll join back with you guys. So I guess for today we can start out with working a little bit on the potion lab. By maybe getting some ground, like ideas and shapes in place. And maybe even some mechanics. We'll see how that all goes together. But let's see. So this right here, I do want to have a few blocks out. I want to make that into kind of like a little room exhibition thing. Meaning that we cannot really put a whole lot of stuff. Let's see here, a whole lot of stuff on this wall right here. Yeah, I meant to do that. And that. There we go. Yeah, this little thing right here is going to be kind of like a exhibition style stuff. So there will not be a lot of room for wiring and such. Let's see. I guess if we can start maybe pulling it outwards a bit more this way for the wiring, and then we can have the control panels. Like you come into the room, and then right here, there's going to be a few buttons. You can choose. Should I now? I might make this so that it automatically creates the potions that I want, or I choose the ingredients. I don't know actually. Either way, we're gonna have some buttons on this wall. And maybe we can put the main bulk of the machinery over here along this side. And then maybe have the output over in this area. Or maybe over here. Or maybe in the middle. I think that would be a cool idea actually. Have kind of like a pillar thing in the middle, where all the good old items come out. Yeah, let's do that actually. So you do kind of come into the room, choose your stuff, and then the potions come down into the, come down into the middle, and yeah, get picked up from there. Yeah, I do kind of like that. So I'm going to start with shaping this room a bit more, and then I will catch up with you again. Welcome back to the humble beginnings of the potion lab. As you can see, I've done some building. I mean, it doesn't look like much yet, but I've done a fair bit of planning. I've stuck to my plan of this right here being the ingredient selection stuff. and this being the output of the entire thing. So yeah, oh, my mouse keep on flinging itself to, oh. Okay, that's not me, that's my mouse. Sensor might be dirty, but oh well. Yeah, this right here is kind of what I've come up with. This right here is going to be the selection wall for all the ingredients, and if you follow me around the back here, I have to... Please don't shoot me off. You good? Oh! Oh fuck, I fell off myself. Oh well. See, let's... Oh, mouse. Behave yourself. What's going on? There we go. Yes. What the fuck, mouse? As you can see in the back here, I've put up quite a few droppers. Now these are actual droppers, not dispensers. And I've labeled them with numbers. So you can see this one's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, and so on and so forth, all the way up to 20. Now there's not 20 ingredients in the game, but I want to make this kind of future-proof, so that's why I put in these many. And the way I'm going to do this is that you saw I had buttons on these bricks, or stone bricks, and those buttons trigger these. So I'm going to have named items in these, named with the number, like 2 for this one. So in this one I would put, like, let's say netherrack, that's named 2. Of course it's turning nighttime. And yeah, I'll do that for all of these. And what is it you want to show me, mouse? And then they will... What the fuck? And then they will shoot out the item. It will go down into some item sorters, which will then further on trigger the brewing stuff. So that's... I thought that was a pretty neat and compact, like really compact way of doing a bunch of different selections, because I can just make the items fall down and then pick them up, you know, and process them further on, because I don't really have a lot of room back here to do all that wiring. So yeah, that's that. Here, let's sleep the night away real quick. I also put in some quartz on the floor, as you can see. I'm not sure if I'm digging that. Like, of course it will get better when I eventually put the walls up, but I don't know. Kind of want your guys' feedback on the quartz itself. I might, like, do something different in these ones, these spots, or just something. It's kind of weird, but hey. See, I'm going to put the item, like this item will connect with this button, this item, this button, this item, this button, this item, and that button, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I think that's going to be pretty darn cool. So what shall I do next, huh? Let's see, I might, I don't know, I might find something else to work on, because I do want to finish some of the wiring to figure out where to put the next step. Oh, that's the thing we can do, I guess. Over in... Where should we do this? I don't know. I was thinking... My plan is to make awkward potions, or awkward... whatever the fucks, to just plunk directly into the system. Yes, I know that some potions don't require it, but they can still be made with it. So, just going to feed that to take nether wart out of the equation. It's going to make it a little bit easier. Yeah, I'm going to go find something else to work on, and yeah, maybe we can continue this in the next episode. Who knows these days? So, on to... well, I guess we can go work out here. Yeah, let's go work out. I'm gonna purdy up these cliffs a little bit and do a little bit more terraforming. Maybe form that cave a little bit, and we'll see how that stuff goes. Alright, I'll see you when I've done some stuff. So I guess whilst I'm working here, I can show you guys how I do some terraforming. Because a lot of this stuff is not nice looking. I mean, I blew it up, so what do you expect? And I looked a bit at this and I figured that I have two options that I think are good, and one of them is leaving this kind of as a cliff. But then I stepped back and I looked at this little swoop going up in the terrain, and I might just continue that up to the top. So the way I do what the fuck is called terraforming in this is that I find myself a point. I start at that point and then I just aim myself up. I just do kind of like not diagonally, just pure straight up. And then we jump off and, you know, dirt thing. Step back, look a bit at it. Like, is it gonna line up good? Maybe flatten a bit out and then swoop it a bit up. And using this technique, just with one line, it doesn't look like a good technique, but I'll show you once I get a bit further into it here. That with this technique, you can easily build good-looking mountains. I've built quite a nice-looking mountain, like a natural cave-in kind of thing. Yeah, then you can just go up here and see, my door's there, so I do kind of have to start from this area and then just get myself over. And I mean, don't feel sad and down if you don't get this on your first attempt. Trust me, I've spent hours trying to figure out how to shape stuff. But using this technique here, it's the simplest one I've found, and I'm not really all that artsy. So just drop down, take a look. And I mean, on to the next step of the technique, I guess. Once you have like two lines like this, you still have a big blank area. So then it's just to start from one point and say, I want to go there. And go up a little, and, you know, just over. Just like spam it a bit. Then when you're done, you can take a step back, and you see this area right here needs a little love and care. And working like this, you just start to fill in. It's turning nighttime as well. You just start to fill in these areas, and they do tend to look quite nice. See, like this shape, I know it's in cobble, and I'm gonna cover it with dirt later on, but it's not a bad looking shape. Like this little bit right here that I just put together. Here, let's go sleep real. Where's my bed? Oh, my bed's up in the thing, isn't it? And I'm starving. And ran to the bed. There we go. And using that technique, as I said, you can easily build really big projects quite decently fast. Like now I would take like a line from that and pull it up to there. Then a line from there, pull it up to there. It's going to be quite steep, but I don't really care. Anyway, just using this technique, I'm going to fill in this little area. And I'm going to pull it down a bit as well. And then maybe even plonk in a cave right here. And we'll see how all that turns out. It's just like 10-15 minutes later, you have this. See, it looks quite natural. Of course, again, it's all cobble. But I think that looks good. Once I throw some dirt on top of that, it's going to look pretty nice. But I wanted to show you this as well. This right here, this little area that I'm circling, I'm not happy with. And I mean, I could, of course, it has a hole in it. I could just tear it out, you know, and you know, rebuild it by myself. But if you guys have an area that you're not happy with, just fling a few blocks down here and there. Let's see, should we do that? Maybe like so. Just fling a few blocks down here and there, and eventually it'll look kind of good. Hopefully. Let's see. That maybe no one there. I don't like this area now. It's too rugged. My trick is to get it kind of rugged, but not too rugged. So it doesn't look uniform, but it looks natural and a bit rough. If that makes any sense. Thank you. Yeah, now that looks better, I think. Next up, I'm gonna take that line, pull it over, fill in that little area that creates, work a little bit over there. Like that area, kind of flush that up a bit. Put down some grass on top of it, and then I shall meet up with that again. So as you can see, after working with the shape a bit, getting some grass down, it all does look quite nice, but it's even finished up the area over there, but it is missing something. Something that a lot of people forget when they are working on stuff like this. Let's see, just fling ourselves for... Oh, almost dead. There we go. This is a very simple trick. I mean, I'm gonna manually do this stuff later anyways, but just for now, it is... Let's check on the slime farm. It is quite nice to have some texture in the land. There we go. So just you know, flinging down some bone meal does help a lot with stuff that you've just flung together real quick. Let's see. Go, just place some bone meal down. And it's important to keep it high concentration, because otherwise it's just gonna look patchy and not nice, you know. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10. Just take a step back. Small AFK hut whilst I was waiting for the grass to grow. And yeah, I mean, you can see that already looks a lot more a lot more good, a lot better. Sure, let's go with that one. Yeah, I do guess that will be it for today, because I'm running out of time. I want to go to bed. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. But oh well. You guys have a good one. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If you really enjoyed, might even hit the subscribe button. And so on and so forth. What am I talking about? I'm that tired? Yes. Well, I guess that'll be it for today. Have a good one. Bye-bye.